Do you remember the Herculoids?
Yeah,
the Herculoids.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera, the Herculoids.
I wasn't born when the show hit the air, but I remember it from the reruns.
They had the little the Oompa Loompa. What were them things? The Gleek and
Gleek and Gloop.
Gleek and Glook, and they had their own dragon.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Well, kind of, sort of. I want a dragon. I wouldn't. I mean, let's face it. I wouldn't.
Call Angel. He's got one.
No, he killed one.
Maybe killed one.
He continued to ride it into the next season.
All right, that's badass.
Is that in the comics?
Yes, that's in the comics. So, of all the creatures that the Herculoids had, because they had like a rhino or a dinosaur rhino, and they had what was the rock ape thing? Named?
Yeah.
Which Herculoid would you like to own?
To own?
Yeah. What would be your pet?
Gleek and Gloop, because they could do anything. You know, they would protect you from explosions, the whole 9 yards. I mean, dragons are cool. It's great, and I wouldn't turn that down. Rock creatures to protect you is great. But, you know, if we're going to shut me off from the rest of the choices in Hanna-Barbera's canon of characters and animals, because to me it's Bandit. But, you know, what? Bandit is cool. Yeah, he gets in trouble a lot, but come on, you're growing up on Quest Island. Come on, man.
I am like way too young for this conversation.
So for all
I remember Hanna-Barbera.
Of all the Hanna-Barbera characters out there, Keith picks the small little dog with the one patch that has no power.
You are not familiar with Johnny Quest, man. You are.
Dude, I love Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest was amazing.
It has come to our attention that in the early years of the 21st century, man was being watched by intelligence greater than theirs, and yet as mortal as their own. Through the chaos, we determine the Fanatics and the Fan.
I'm Alexis Peterson, and this is the news. Sir Christopher Lee, known as the Master of Horror, has died at the age of 93 after being hospitalized for respiratory problems and heart failure. The veteran actor, immortalized in films from Dracula to The Wicker Man and via James Bond villainy to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, died at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday morning at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London. San Diego Comic-Con's preview night is 25 days away. Geek Truant announced Lucasfilm will have a Star Wars Episode 7 presentation in Hall H. This is in light of Marvel Studios not having a presence at the biggest pop culture event of the year. E3 2015 is taking place at the Los Angeles Convention Center in California from 16th to 18th of June. The Gaming Exposition is one of the highlights on the PC and console gaming calendars, with studios, publishers, and developers revealing a plethora of new games at the show. This year's event is expected to live up to previous E3s, with multiple new and upcoming titles to be shown. Class Act Productions will be putting on Buffy the Vampire Slayer stage parodies here in Springfield, Missouri at the Downtown Artist Collective at 308 South Avenue, Springfield, Missouri. They will also be doing Batman stage parodies.
That's right, folks. You're listening to Fanatics and the Fan, and we are back. Woohoo! I am so happy to be back. We are getting ready to have the most amazing
couple of weeks.
Amazing. I think the whole summer is going to be awesome.
Oh, it's already awesome.
Assuming, of course, it's not hot as crap for the entire thing.
True, but that's what movie theaters are for.
That is also true.
It is still the age of the geek. Folks, let me introduce my Fanatics this week. Sitting directly in front of me, looking dapper in his Flash outfit. It is what I like to call the crazy man, Crash Chris. Welcome back, Chris. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I've never been called that before, but I think it has a ring to it.
It's been an interesting couple of weeks for you right here.
It's been a great couple weeks, man.
There's so much going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've already had so many good movies. The TV shows have kind of slowed down, but we've even got some good TV shows this summer that aren't super geeky. But, I mean, dude,
it's nothing wrong with
around the corner.
Penny Triple.
Oh, my God. Oh, what a time to be a geek.
And sitting right next to you, looking lovely as ever, there's nothing hotter than a gamer girl. What's happening, Kay?
Hey, like I said, E3, we're super excited about that this week, but I'm also excited about finally getting some comics that are not in the big events, because, DC's finally relaunched this week back to DCU, and they're not doing Convergence. Yay!
Yay!
Yes.
Woohoo!
So happy.
And of course, right next to you, you can't go wrong by having an actress, model, an all-around crazy person who's actually sat next to a Hall of Famer, didn't know who he was. Welcome back to the show, our news girl for the week. What's up, Alexis? How are ya?
I'm great. And apparently I don't know things, but that's not surprising considering I was born so long after everybody else. That's what happens. The late 90s.
We love having you, darling. And last but not least, the man who knows so much more about Hollywood than even Hollywood knows. Big man Keith, what's up, dude?
Big ups.
Big ups.
It's too much going on.
There's no such thing.
I know. I just like saying that to
No
you.
such thing. It is, you know what? I am just happy. I'm happy that Age of Ultron has done the kind of business that it's doing. That looks like Marvel Studios, no time soon, is going to run out of any cash nor good ideas.
Let's put a cap on that and give out actual numbers for our Comic-Con weekend. We'll do the numbers from the start to the Comic-Con weekend and see how they compare to some of the other stuff.
Okay.
Because I think you and I said that going into it that it was going to have the numbers. It's going to have more numbers than anything else. But let's find out. Let's cap our numbers until then. Let's just see. There's so much going on. So a good friend of ours is actually having some big stuff coming up. Actually, it's already had some big stuff. And we love Cullen. We love Cullen. Six Gun, one of the most amazing comic books from someone I've actually met ever. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. He's got a Kickstarter campaign going on.
He has a
right
Kickstarter for his Six Gun RPG. He was asking for $6K. They're already up to $45,000, and there's still 12 days to go. And they've got some cool stuff. They're giving out books. They're giving out PDFs. They're giving out hardcover and softcover. They're giving out actually Six Gun graphic novels for backers. And if you actually go with the biggest amount, which I think is $600, you can actually go to Gen Con and play a game of Six Gun with Cullen Bunn.
So now is this? No, that's awesome. Is this? I mean, are we doing a tabletop game?
Tabletop, yeah.
I love that the world of tabletop doesn't stay the same like it always has.
No, it's constantly evolving. They're constantly doing new things. I've been following it pretty closely, and it sounds like they've got a real good game on their hands.
And he didn't mention that one of the things that you can get through the Kickstarter as well is are really cool Six Gun miniatures that they've made specifically.
Not for nothing, Keith, but when you're playing tabletop, miniatures help, and it does add a little more visual effect, believability, fun, excitement.
That's what I hear.
So I mean, I'm excited for Cullen, kind of proud of him, and looking forward to it. I can't wait to have him back on the show.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome.
Call us, Cullen.
Or we'll call you.
My movie.
Yeah.
Or TV series, we'll take that too.
Yes, we will.
I hear Netflix is doing good things.
That's actually where I was getting ready to go next.
Go Netflix.
I was exploring Netflix recently. There's so much on Netflix right now. Have you checked out Sense8?
I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews actually.
I have a friend who just watched it and was like, "You need to watch this because you're gonna really like it." And I was like, "That looks like it has some episodes that I'm gonna have to actually commit myself to watching and like
be involved,
know about things." And it's gonna be like when I started Doctor Who. It's gonna be like I need to know all the things.
Or Daredevil.
It won't be as much as you may think. Okay. This is its own series. It's all brand new. So basically, when you watch it, you're starting out just like everybody else. So don't stress.
No, but that's worse because then I'll start the season and I'll be like, wow, none of these things make sense because I need to know more things before anything makes sense. Like Doctor Who started and you're like, sure, you're an alien and you're from a planet, but we don't know what planet until like the middle of season 1. Except anyone who had seen it before already knew. So it's like no one will have any information, and that's just not comforting.
Well, the Wachowskis do, and J. Michael will.
Okay, well that doesn't help me very much.
So what other? I mean, does everybody have a favorite Netflix series right now, or?
We're actually, it's not Netflix, but we've actually been watching Aquarius on Hulu.
Nice.
Which is the show based around...
Let me rewind that. Is there a favorite non-television network. If you got to have the internet and a computer, is there a favorite? Do you like Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, Yahoo?
Why? They're all for different things.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
you got to have your Netflix for your stuff in the past. You got to have your Hulu for your stuff going on now.
Yes.
Amazon Prime for whatever else you're missing in between. Come on.
And HBO Go to just totally do it. and congratulations to CBS for launching Showtime, because now that that's its own thing, I mean, a lot of people out there will be able to watch shows like Penny Dreadful and truly be frightened.
So you got you got Aquarius. What about you?
Well, I just started. Well, I'm finishing Assassination Classroom, which is an anime that's running right now on Hulu, which is really good. My favorite Netflix thing, which I really hate to say because it's got this huge stigma of it being horrible, is Glee, which I absolutely love, mostly because
There's nothing wrong with Glee.
Darren Criss is on it, and he was in a Harry Potter musical,
Yeah,
which is amazing.
There are some things wrong with Glee, but those kids are talented. as
Yes,
well.
they
Yeah.
are. And Grant Gustin, who's now on The Flash and is amazing.
And we love Grant.
Yes. His smile, whenever he smiles, it seems like everything's made of puppy dogs and sunshine.
Call us, Grant.
That's what it is. Yes, call me. Please. Call
Almost,
me.
it's almost like we've gone back to that whole Jason Momoa topic or something. Keith,
Oh man, you know better than that.
I'm giving it to you. Open invitation.
Of the Netflix stuff, wow.
Open invitation.
You know, I like Sense8 a lot because I'm just jonesing for anything from J. Michael Straczynski.
Right.
I think for those of you a little young, Mr. Straczynski is the guy behind Babylon 5.
Oh.
And he is also the guy that wrote the screenplay for the first Thor film, of which he makes a cameo in the movie.
Nice.
Okay,
Good,
he's
yeah.
the guy. He's the guy in the truck trying to move the hammer.
Oh.
That's J. Michael Straczynski.
Yes.
Nice.
I wish Warner Brothers would do a deal with Netflix and just bring all of Babylon 5 to Netflix.
That'd be
That's what
nice.
I'm
Yes.
It's odd when you go to search something and you can't find. Like I haven't been able to find Boondock Saints yet.
Oh,
That was
well-
on there, and then they took it off, and I was
Right,
like, no.
and you can't
well, Fox
No.
has removed all of their Fantastic Four films.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
they're not
I'm
getting
not completely
You know, that's
complaining
probably
about
a
that
smart
one.
thing.
Yeah.
what
So-
making the movie.
Removing. Keeping people
I-
from watching.
I
a
agree
horror
with
that's
that.
about to
I
inflict
agree.
upon our eyes.
I don't know. It's got Chris Evans in it. You know.
Yes, but he's now Captain America, so we can just enjoy those films instead of having to deal with the Fantastic Four films, which were horrid.
I don't mind Jessica Alba,
No.
but the new
What
this
was
new
with in the second movie?
Yes.
Her eyes. She was wearing contacts.
Probably.
And it just looked really strange for the whole movie.
Yeah, that's what happens when you work with Fox.
Moving on, Kate. What's on? What are you firing up the internet for?
That's a really good question. One of the things I think that I need to start watching because everyone loves it is Orange is the New Black.
Yes, new
everybody
season.
was like screaming about the new season starting. Like everybody.
Everybody?
I haven't seen
Like,
it yet.
My whole list of friends are like, this started. But no, I'm more interested in seeing.
I am
Sense8.
amazed with the geeks in this room. No one has said Daredevil.
Oh, I've already watched Daredevil twice.
You shouldn't be amazed if you listen to the last show. We just geeked all over it.
Like, right now, for me, for television, Wayward Pines is my thing right now, and that's
I actually like that. I just started it. And it's really good.
They kind of took all the books, and I'm pretty sure they're kind of shoving it all into the one series. But I can see why they need to do that because the books themselves, I think you couldn't do them one at a time.
I'm still on Daredevil. Great job. Even the stuff they've done after the fact with the interviews and stuff is awesome. And I believe, Keith, there has been a huge announcement about season 2 that just came out. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well,
I think you should let Chris take this.
yeah. You
Go
should
right
let
ahead,
Chris
Chris.
take this because he is.
Okay, so season 2 of Daredevil, they have cast Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, John Bernthal, who most people know from The Walking Dead, is going to be playing Frank Castle.
What
Is
do
he
you
that
think?
dude from the
Yes.
movie Fury with Brad
Yes,
Pitt?
he's
Yeah.
that same dude.
And is he that dude like also from the Wolf of Wall Street too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I like him because he's